when the late Mr. Lee Kuan Yew and his wife visited Sunday City in 2004, he said, and I quote, "Oh, this is what entrepreneurship is all about. You have transformed a wasteland into a wonderland." Mr. Lee Kuan Yew and the wife visited us because they were our shareholders, GIC. You know GIC, Government Investment Corporation of Singapore. And today they are the largest sovereign fund in the world. When we were going through the Asian financial crisis, I went to a lot of funds and banks over here to help me recapitalize. They were not willing. Singapore, GIC saw the opportunity in what I'm doing. They came and they pumped in about 1 billion ringgit, helped me re-strategize, restructure, refocus, and recover. And I'm grateful to them. When Mr. Lee Kuan Yew was here, we had for half a day, we have lunch and we have a lot of talks, and I of course say a lot to him, and I told him that, "Sir, you are very smart." He says, why Jeffrey? I said, "Sir, in any nation building, the most important capital, besides many other capitals, is human capital. In Malaysia, we train, we educate, but you just take." So he said, "Jeffrey, what's wrong with that? Freedom of movement, freedom of choice." I said, "That's why, sir, you are so smart. We are not so smart." But anyway, this is what I believe strongly. Human capital is most important. And that's why I'm setting up this educational institution for more than 30 years now, to give back good quality education to a younger generation to build human capital for nation building in Malaysia. And as you can see, over the years, we have also built an ecosystem of educational excellence in Sunday City here. And in pursuit of expanding this mission, the 3 top-notch private universities in Sunday City have come together to form a collaborative partnership which we named the Triple Alliance. What I wanted to do is that the 3 universities, which are Sunday University, Monash University, and Taylor's University, which is within walking distance. I have connected a lot of elevator walkway for the students to walk together. And and it is very important. I encourage competition and interaction and collaboration, so that the student experience is most important for a truly educated person. So we have got this Triple Alliance now to work together, because we have lots of facility. I told Monash, which I brought Monash 26 years ago from Australia, Melbourne, and we are now talking to Taylors also to collaborate and work together, because there are altogether 60,000 young adults here within the 3 universities within walking distance. And it's so nice to see them competing in sport, in debate, or what have you. And we all know competition brings out the best, and I am a strong believer in that. And that's why we want to do that for our students here, to get the best of education. I know that this will strengthen what is already a vibrant, flourishing, and dynamic environment in Sunday City here that is unique in our country and this region. My ultimate vision is to witness not just the 3 universities, but also others from the region working together to shape a more learned society, as well as a more progressive, more sustainable, and more inclusive future for all. This will also help project Sunway City and Malaysia as a global education hub that houses and attracts the best and the brightest talents. Ladies and gentlemen, the success and growth of Sunway enabled me to realize my lifelong dream to set up a foundation dedicated to nation building and giving back to society in an impactful and meaningful manner. And as I mentioned earlier, I focus on providing quality education in a not-for-profit manner to make education affordable and accessible to all. We began by setting up Sunway College in 1987. We were among the first to pioneer the twinning program modeled by partnering with 3 foreign universities. We started with Leicester University, Michigan University in the US, and Leicester in the UK, and Curtin in Australia. At that time, there were only 7 public universities in Malaysia, with limited seats for our young Malaysians seeking to further their studies. Our partnership with reputable universities in the US, UK, and Australia allowed us to bring high-quality education to our shores in an affordable manner. But Sunway College was a loss-making company at the time, and some of my senior staff keep telling me to close it down. But I have always maintained that we cannot mess around with the education of our young people or let down parents who trusted us with educating their children. And so we kept going, and eventually we managed to turn things around and set up the Sunway Education Trust Fund, which later transformed into the Jeffrey Cheah Foundation. And ladies and gentlemen, in 2010, I gifted my entire equity stake, all my shareholdings in the Sunway International School, Sunway Colleges, and Sunway University to the Jeffrey Cheah Foundation in perpetuity. In other words, forever. And today, Jeffrey Cheah Foundation, their balance sheet is very strong. All this facility, the building and the facility here, as you can experience, all belongs to Jeffrey Cheah Foundation. And of course, we are now building a performing arts center, which is across the road, opposite Sunway Medical, which will be, I believe, will be the best performing arts center in this country, if not the best. Just to tell you, our sound system costs us 30 million alone. So it will be a state of the art. It will open next year, June. And also we have a library, I'm very proud of library because they give you a lot of knowledge and children to be there. This library will open 24 hours and a few million books, and with the Kenny Hill Bakers serving you pastry and drinks, it's open 24 hours. My idea of this library is because a lot of young people stay here. We have hostel for 8,000 students here, just Sunway, 8,000. We own and operate this hostel. Now, where do they go? These young people, they don't sleep, right? So if the mother were to call the daughter, where are you? I'm in the library. It's okay, you know. So that's our belief. It will come out very, very nice. It will open next month. is a very big one. It is about 40 over 1,000 square feet of space. It's very nice. Anyway, you know, when I wanted to put all the Sunday Education Group shares into the foundation, at that time, several bankers came to tell me that I should put the education group on Bursa Malaysia. And they said the market capitalization would be at least several billion, maybe 3-4 billion. And in line with my conviction that education should be a not-for-profit venture, I politely turned them down. And I formed the Jeffrey Cheah Foundation instead. The foundation today governs and manages a today the foundation is managed by a distinguished independent board of trustees under the patronage of His Royal Highness the Sultan of Selangor. The foundation also owns and governs all the entities under the Sunday Education Group in a not-for-profit structure. And such a structure ensures all financial surpluses are plowed back into the foundation for research, scholarship, grants, expansion of facility, and recruitment of top-notch faculty from all over the world. Not a single cent now goes into my pocket or my bank account of my family members. So I've given the whole thing here to society. And to date, the foundation has awarded, just 2 weeks ago, 967 million ringgit in scholarships and grants. And it is on track to give more than 1 billion ringgit by next year. And we expect to scale up our philanthropy contribution even more in the coming years. In fact, I have personally committed just a few weeks ago in front of the Permaisuri, Raja Permaisuri Selangor. I've committed to give 100 million each year for the next 5 years to the foundation. That's 500 million. Of course, this gift of $500 million ringgit will lead to one of the largest endowment funds in Malaysia, ensuring that we will continue to provide quality education and produce world-class research in perpetuity. In other words, the longer I live, the more I will give. Of course, my hope is to live longer. That's why I have now 5 hospitals with 600 doctors looking after me. And by end of this decade, 2030, we would have most probably 11 hospitals with more than 1,000 doctors. So it should be okay with the doctors and telling me not to do this, not to do that. That's okay. Ladies and gentlemen, the Jeffrey Cheah Foundation